Had some time to kind of size up your competition. What do you think worked for you today?
Just using my speed, using what God blessed me with, my athleticism, using my hands off the line, and just being fast. I feel like that's what I got to continue to do to be successful.
What has been your go-to move while you're out here?
I really don't have no go-to moves. I usually just, speed off the ball, and whatever that offensive lineman give me, that's what I'm reacting with.
Are there any players in the NFL right now that you kind of model your game after or that you watch a lot of film on?
I watch film of all the greats. There's nobody that really model my game after. Chris Jones, Jeffrey Simmons, Kenny Clark, J.D. Garrett. It's kind of all the guys I just kind of watch.
This has been a really grueling week for you guys as far as like time management, and you guys are very busy. How have you been handling all that?
I love it. Just transactions from meetings, football. Had a couple events here and there. It's been fun. It's been an exciting time of the year, and I'm just taking it day by day.
Have you been meeting with the 49ers, or have you met with them yet?
I met with all the NFL teams, so that's all I can say.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Just real quick, a couple more questions is, who would you say have been some of your biggest motivators to take those next steps to play here at the Senior Bowl and to eventually get your way into the NFL?
Well, my biggest motivator is my grandmother, my family, of course. My mom and my dad and everybody that supported me is my biggest motivators.
Why your grandma specifically? You kind of mentioned her first there.
My grandmother is somebody I was living with. She had dementia. She was near and dear to my heart, and she'll forever be near and dear to my heart. And she was somebody that always took care of me and looked after me when my mom and dad had to work. So,
yeah, I gotcha. And playing for a head coach at Bowling Green like Scott Loeffler, and Bowling Green in general, how do you feel like that's prepared you for those next steps going into the NFL as well?
I feel like Coach Loeffler is a great coach. That staff down in Bowling Green had a lot of NFL experience, so they kind of tell me the do's and the don'ts, and they kind of taught me early how to be a pro. So I feel like it was a lot of beneficial factors that went into that.
I know you did say, too, that you met with all the NFL teams. Just to, I guess, clarify, were the Buccaneers one of those teams that you met up with so far to this point?
I met with all the NFL teams. That's all I can say.
I gotcha. And, just today, too, you had some really impressive looks there in the one-on-one matchups and whatnot. Also in day one, very similar thing. How would you grade yourself so far through 2 days of the Senior Bowl practices?
I average myself out at a C. There's things that I need to improve on, and there's things that I need to be clean on. So there's always room to improve.
Gotcha. Thanks, Karl. Appreciate it, man. I'm James, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Karl. Have a good one.
And that's all.